I am exhausted. Hey everybody, welcome back to Chris's Trains and Things. It was York. So all right, let's dive right into day one and we'll figure out how all this stuff came to be. Let's go. Before we jump into clips, what we're going to see here is just clips of different booths and things moving around. There might be some audio, there might be some music. We'll have to wait and see how it works out. If we go day one, day two, and then day three. Day two, I've got a lot more footage of the booths. You'll see some of the pricing and things like that. This is not really a hobby shop hop, but it's kind of a hobby shop hop. So enjoy yourself. Try to follow along if you can. Leave me a comment with something that you see in all these booths that maybe you would have grabbed if you were at York. And if you were at York, what did you grab? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. All right, everybody. Welcome back to Chris's Trains and Things. It is day one of the April 2023 York show, and we are on the road there. So this is the first time that I'm going for all 3 days. So in this video, you're going to see all 3 days. We're going to start off with Thursday, and then we'll obviously Friday, and then Saturday, and we'll collect some footage through the entire weekend, and hopefully you'll see this video not long after the show ends on Saturday. Now, Thursday's exciting. The show opens at noon, and usually, you know, doorbuster deals like you'd see on like a Black Friday. We know there's some folks that are going to be there with some certain amount of Vision Line engines and so forth. So this will be the first Thursday that I'm at the show, and so I'm excited to be there. I'm actually only going to arrive, right now they're saying, my GPS is telling me 4 minutes before noon, because I had to work today. So I worked a half day, and then I'm on my way to York now. So hopefully I can make up some time on the way there, and we can be there for when the gates open and see what's at some of those tables before things start getting picked up by other folks. All right, we're here, 12:02. Country Bunkers Trains. What'd you find?
A2 Burke, thanks to Chris.
There we go, from Trains. Can always find what you're looking for here.
That's right.
All right.
I had it.
See you guys.
But now it's basically a machine shop. Shop. I've got pallet racking, I got a fork truck, I got all this CNC. Yeah, I got CNC.
Hey everybody, that is the end of day one. So I spent a grand total of $0 today. Chris. That is a first for me. So today was awesome. I don't have a whole lot of footage from today, as you may have seen, depending on how I edited this video. Today was mostly about walking around and seeing as much as possible. So started off in the orange hall, went straight to Vince's trains. He had a bunch of European MTH stuff last year. Not much this year. He did have 2 Vision Line locomotives that I saw when I got there. Apparently he was coming with 4. I saw 2. They were the Hudsons, the 700E Hudsons. He had a black version and the gray version. So wasn't really looking at those. He had them priced at about $1,950. Not buying those. Went to the trains booth. That's Trains with a Z. They had a great selection of high-end products this year, and I'm just talking day one because it's currently Thursday night. They had a Vision Line Niagara, the gray version that I would like to get. They had a Vision Line GG1 in Penn Central that I would like to get. They had a Vision Line GG1 in the, I believe it was 4800 scheme, and then they had a couple JLC GG1s. They had a bunch of Hiawatha steam locomotives from MTH, Lionel. They had some third rail stuff. They had some Weaver stuff. They had a ton. I spent a lot of time at the trains booth just like contemplating life decisions, and I ended up not buying anything yet, but there's still 2 more days. But I did get a delivery from Trains today that I thought I would share with you. So we did the Dwarven Light video not that long ago, and look what shows up on my doorstep today. The crossing set. So this is one of the crossing gates, and then if we open this up, this is going to be the side detector, block detector. We've got the sound module. We've got the little things for the side of the track, you know, like a fault detector, but this is where the IR detector goes. And then we've got the module for underneath. The only thing I'll need to buy another power adapter. So this is pretty awesome that this came today. And so let's pull out the directions here. So directions on the detectors themselves. Here we go. So this is a block signal set. So pretty pumped that I got this. So I'm gonna be going back to the trains booth tomorrow, and knowing that I have this, I'll probably buy some more of these Dwarven lights. These are if you didn't see my last video on these lights from Trains, these Dwarven got bought out by Trains, and they are fiber optic lighting. And so super easy to hook up. So I'm gonna put this like probably, I don't know where I'm gonna put it. That's a great point. I used to have a crossing right here in the center, and I don't no longer have one there. I've got one up top, but I'm gonna find somewhere that I can put this close to the main part of my layout. So that is super awesome. And then I got 3 pieces of rolling stock, not from the York show. I picked them up from my friend Charlie, who got them from my good friend Jason, who got them for me at Stockyard Express. So we have some Erie hoppers, not 1, not 2, but 3. So these are from Stockyard Express. Jason was there a couple months ago, and I had him look for me if they had any of these, and they had 3 different road numbers. So I shot him some money, and he picked these up for me. And these are gonna look great behind the Angus or the triplex. So if you open these up, these are brand new, as you can see with all the plastic. So these match perfectly with the hoppers that came with the Angus. So really excited to have some more Erie hoppers in my collection. So I added 3 more, so now I'm up to 8, which isn't that many, but it's better than 5. So What else did I see today? I saw a bunch of you. I saw a lot of viewers come up and say hello today, which was really exciting. And got time to just I did my best just to stop and chat. And it was really great to catch up with a lot of you and hear what you're looking for. So I know a couple of you are still looking for that big purchase. I talked with one of you who was at the Trains booth, kind of between two Hiawathas, and I hope you made the right choice. Another gentleman was looking at some other steam engines, or someone else was looking at some scenery products as well, and trying to kind of reserve that budget. So it was great to meet all of you. And then Patrick, young Patrick, met at the Trains booth, giving your dad some grief about some freight cars. It was great to meet you as well. So tomorrow's Friday. Hope to meet more people on Friday, and hopefully some more YouTubers as well. I was hanging out with Sid a lot today, hanging out with Trainman Dan and Eric Trainman, and got to go to dinner with the Detroit Three Railers tonight, which was fabulous. And so looking forward to tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to go back to the show in the morning, spend some time there, come back a little early, get the house ready. We're going to run some trains here with some friends tomorrow night. And then we'll be back on Saturday again and wrap up some purchases and do our YouTube meet and greet with Sid and Sean from Backman Productions and maybe someone else. We'll see. So stay tuned. Let's go to bed. And tomorrow morning, we're going to get some coffee and do this again.
It's Friday morning, day 2 of York. So right now it's about 7:15. Get some coffee, get some breakfast here, and then get these kids up and ready to go. And then we're going to head out right around 8 o'clock. We'll head up to the show. Should get us there around 8:45 before it opens up. Then we have an awesome day 2. Let's go check it out. Cheers for my Bill B OM&S Cup.
Okay, so we're on the road. We are going to take a quick detour through Strasbourg to just run a quick errand, and then we're going to be off to the fairgrounds. So it is currently 8:07. We are scheduled to arrive, depending on how long the errand takes, about 9:05 or so.
All right, we're here. It is 9:05, so just after opening. So let's see what we can find today. I'll show you some more of the booths in the Orange Hall here today. And, you can see what vendors are here and things like that. So you can live vicariously through this video if you couldn't make it.
Oh, I know that. All right, now, come.
No, but I have. Huh? No, but I have.
Nope. We should.
Oh my gosh, just that one.
Just that one?
You already have it.
This is my wife.
Hello, how are you? Coaching me too? Oh, what a cute. Only for the day and we come.
Yeah, we're the day. Just to say I always want to come to her.
Oh,
Sliding 0, 3, 4.
Yeah, you're right. Just measure that one. Not good. They're not good for tractor type.
That's going to be usually the safest. And one of the things that I always recommend to people is couple
It's got some S-Gauge American Flyer stuff at this stand here, Pikesville. Lots of S-Gauge.
Is open until 5 o'clock today. Please stop by the registration desk and pick up your forms.
So I get all these emails, right? So it's in my best interest to make sure the product's because it's a customer service. I'm an engineer at heart. I don't want to do customer service if I don't have to, so it better be reliable, right? So, but to answer your question, I'm a mechanical engineer also, so I've done a lot of I haven't done
This is Todd Architectural Models. See their sign here. These guys do all these building flats that I have on my layout. So Doug Pitney's the guy that runs it. And look at some of the stuff he's got here. So they do flats and full buildings. Brady's, one of Brady's booth. They have another booth in one of the member halls. They've got lots of good stuff here.
I thought I saw some just yellow bellies, and I'm looking for the passenger. I found them, but a guy he didn't have the observation.
May I have your attention? For your safety, we would ask that you please follow the arrows on the floor. And as a reminder, photography is permitted in the orange line.
Going down that way. Getting back up. Hey, what's
I want an autograph picture. I'll be here. And they will.
someone with a bully, real less the daughter. I'm old enough to remember. Oh, Carter. Oh, yeah. I remember that. That was insane. What's going on now? Yeah, it's going to get worse. Yep. A buddy of mine was looking at he had a car. This is what they put for my house came out of it. It was fully empty, didn't fill me. It was all so they wanted that extra space you got up here. So they're in this for us, the expense is minimal. It's amazing. How many rooms to take up.
Knock $5 off for you.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it, thank you.
I'll do $20 a car on these.
These $20 a car?
No.
I thought I'd try that on.
Well, I'm already instructing my UPS guy. You see the white car, white wheels in the driveway, always leave the package in the back of the So you've seen, you ever seen the original?
Yeah, I have.
Seeing over when you walk in the front, go right.
What was it like with this whole YouTube balancing life, and now he's stuck in the basement doing
Why did you come over here?
I just thought, are you selling here? No, I said I thought.
Are these your personal items? Jump in your car and drive behind here. I'll pop up there and pick you up. Cool. Yep.
There's some operating layouts here. So we've got a bunch of different clubs.
G gauge layout here. This is pretty cool. It's a cool engine shed they got there in the center. Here's the Altoona Model Works stand, so you'll see some familiar diesel shed here that I have, and the roundhouse. And he's working on this new UP diesel shed, which is awesome. 4 stalls, really long. Looking to get a gantry crane rather in there. Would be pretty neat. Lots of other great products and detail parts and things like that that he does. It's Omaha Station. It's beautiful. Check him out. AltoonaModelWorks.net. Friday night, we had a bunch of people over, and a lot of people asked, like, oh, how do I get to come over to your house? Well, you have to understand, the people that are coming over are my friends. So it's a lot of people, but I know them personally. We've talked on the phone. I've met them outside of just going to York. And so that's why they get an invite to come. It's one of the things I try to remind people, like, this is my home. My kids are here. My wife's here. It's our sanctuary. So for me to invite people in, I'm not just willy-nilly like inviting some folks. I've at least interacted with them in the past. So we had a great meet, had a lot of people come. We got to see some awesome locomotives. That Challenger that Sid just fixed up from being completely destroyed, he ran that. It was just amazing. What a great job he did on that thing. So we got to run that. The Brownings came with some Wabash that they purchased from Pat's on the way down to York from Michigan. So really cool to see that stuff on the layout. Always a fun night when we have people over running after York. So that was a really good time as well.
Famous last words.
We do love the car.
New whistles and bells and like ancillary sounds. I really like. I don't know.
Of day 3, and my voice is starting to go. It's been a long weekend, and it's only Saturday, but we have the meet and greet today, so I'm hoping to get some coffee and get this voice fixed. And today the goal is to get some giveaways for the meet and greet. Had some buddies over last night and some members of the TCA, which is always fun just to have people come over and visit the layout, and always good to have friends that are back in town over. So just feel blessed in this hobby to have met so many awesome people and met so many people at the show yesterday, and just a really neat experience. Hopefully we can meet some more kids today that are viewers of the channel. And I know got to hang out with Chris again yesterday. He was only up for the day, RBP trains, so it's always good to see him and his wife. We get together quite a bit, so it's awesome to see them. And he'll have something special, hopefully, for his channel that he'll share from yesterday, and some big news we had shared yesterday at my house, and we'll share that on the channel here in due time. And so really exciting stuff this York. It's been the best York, I think, that I've been a part of. You know, to come away with 2 Vision Line engines yesterday was awesome. So I'm super pumped about that. So let's see what today brings. It's RJ from RJ's Trains.
Oh my God.
He made it to York. Well, if anybody's looking for the Space Force ES44, or ST70 rather, it is here at the Trains booth. These are not easy to find.
Or you can film.
Right, awesome, man. Congratulations.
010.
Got a winner. Yeah, congratulations. Hey guys, so that is the end of day 3 of York. Didn't get a whole lot of footage from today, but we, you know, RJ was there, so got to look around. He grabbed something. I picked up something from Grzybowski's, and then we had our YouTube meet and greet, which was very well attended, standing room only, about 80 people, 83 people I think was the max we had in the room at one time. And then we had a live stream. I streamed it on the channel, so you can catch the recap of it on the channel. Hopefully the sound quality was okay, and you can kind of hear what questions were, or you can make out what the questions were based on our responses. But we had about 42 people max at one time viewing, so about 120 people total, which is awesome. And we were able to do some giveaways during that as well. So we had lots of donations. Train World donated one of their Atlas containers. Metka donated 3 of their 20-foot reefer containers that I showed in my Metka video a few weeks ago with the American flag on them. We had a donation from Trains with a Z. They donated the SpongeBob set that was run on RBP's layout. And then a member from the LCCA who was present at the meet and greet donated, he went and bought and donated a starter set, a Lionel starter set as well. And we were able to give that stuff away. The TCA also donated some things as well. So we did door prizes for everyone, and then we did specific tickets for anyone under 15 that was at the event, and they were eligible to win the 2 train sets. So we were to give away 2 train sets to 2 lucky kids today, which was the best part of the day. Their excitement was awesome. So that was a lot of fun. But we are heading, right now, RJ's behind me. We're heading over to Nicholas Smith Trains. They were not at the show this year. They are planning to be there at York, according to the information that we have, which is exciting. But RJ's never been there, so we're going to go check out Nicholas Smith. We'll get some footage there, and you'll see that in a minute. And then we will get home and finally see what was purchased and kind of go through all that fun stuff. So if you made it this far, thanks. Let's go check out some awesome stuff over there at Nick Smith, and then we'll be home. So we've made it here. Saturday.
Hi, YouTube.
York show's closing down, so we're going to come check out some more trains here at Nicholas Smith. This is your first time here?
Yeah.
All right.
First time. How to make the pilgrimage.
Exactly. So we'll check it out, see what they got. Boxes and boxes and boxes.
One more.
Train. All we need is one more train. That one?
Yeah, like that one.
That one right there?
Oh my god.
There it is.
Let's see what else I got.
Yeah. One find so far. So
there you have it. I came home with what you see behind me. So we've got the Vision Line GG1 in the Penn Central scheme. I have never seen one of these. I know a buddy of mine, his dad has it, and they always talk about how cool it is. So I saw this at the Trains booth, that's Trains with a Z, and they had a bunch of GG1s. They had a huge collection that they had, and this collection they had, the gentleman had the engine and every passenger car to go with it. It was unbelievable. Lots of New Haven stuff, lots of Milwaukee Road, had lots of GG1s. So this was they had 2 Vision Line ones, this one in old rivets in just the Tuscan, or excuse me, just the Brunswick scheme. And the Brunswick scheme sold pretty quickly on Thursday. Then they had some JLC versions as well. Well, they had a JLC Penn Central, and I decided whichever one sells first, I'm gonna get the second one. Sure enough, the JLC one sold, so I went in and purchased this. And I got it for a really great price from Train, so I really couldn't complain. And then I happened to be rummaging around, and what do you know, lo and behold, they had the 4-pack of passenger cars. So one of them is sitting on top of that Niagara box. And so I've got the 4-pack of Penn Central 21-inch cars, which is kind of a mismatched conglomerate of different cars, as you would expect from Penn Central. And so super pumped that I saw those. And then they had the 2-pack. They actually had the Station Sound Steiner too. I chose not to buy the Station Sound Steiner for a few reasons. One, I was up to my budget really by that point. I'd already purchased both locomotives. But the other thing is I have the Broadway Limited Station Sound Steiner. I have the Southwestern New York Central Station Sound Steiner. So I can just throw those on and it would be relatively prototypical because the Penn Central just threw Pensy and New York Central stuff onto their trains until they rebranded it anyway. So pretty excited about that. So I've got 6 cars to go with this, plus all the other ones that I already have. And then is the Niagara. So Trains posted that they posted some pictures of the crates of stuff they were boxing up in their truck to bring to York. And one of the pictures was of this Vision Line Niagara. Now, I passed on those when they came out because I wasn't collecting much New York Central stuff. But my buddy Chris, RBP Trains, has this gray one. I saw it at his house a couple months ago when I was there. I kind of paid a little bit more attention. I was like, that is just an absolutely stunning looking model. So I said to my buddy Sid, I said, hey, if that's the gray one, I'm gonna have to see about buying it. And he messaged me back because he looked up the SKU, and sure enough, it was. So we went there and I kind of hemmed and hawed on Thursday. Left Thursday, as you could see from the video here, without spending any money. And then Friday went back, it was still there. So worked out a deal with Trains, got this again for a fantastic price, under MSRP. So couldn't turn it down. And these things are so hard to find. There's one online for $3,400 right now on eBay. So this thing is absolutely amazing. It's a fantasy scheme, which is fine with me for New York Central because I'm not a huge New York Central collector, but it is super, super cool. So really excited about that. And then the last thing is up here, I've got that B60 baggage car in Penn Central. Grzybowski's had 2 of those. So I figured, why not? We'll grab that, throw it onto this consist as well, and make it just even more colorful and unique. So added some more Penn Central here. I'm thinking about getting the Pullman Bradley cars that Atlas came out with Penn Central, throwing one of those on this train as well. It'll just be a super eclectic looking train. So I'm really excited about that. But that was my purchases. Those were my purchases from this year's York. And then RJ and I went to Nicholas Smith, and I did pick up something there, but we'll cover that in another episode. It was just a small caboose. But anyway, that was it. You know, we went there with a budget, and I went a little bit over budget, to be honest with all of you. Went a little bit over budget. Wasn't expecting to come home with 2 black boxes, but at the prices that I got these for, I could easily sell them and make significantly more money. So from an investment standpoint, it made sense. I wasn't going to spend over my budget and already be over what a resale value would be. That wouldn't make much sense. So I felt pretty good about these purchases. I'm really excited to have them in my collection. And you know, here we are. All right, so there you have it. So 3 awesome days of York, which is just a blessing to be able to be so close and be able to go, and met so many great people at the show. Mike, Nick, a bunch of younger kids, Elliot, Ethan, all you guys was great. And then we had the YouTube meet and greet was a huge success again this year. We had about 82 or 83 people in the room at one point. We had 40 plus watching live on the stream that we did on the channel. So it was great just to interact, get some Q&A going, and also do the giveaways. We were able to give away 2 train sets to some kids that were under 15 that were in the crowd for that, which was really exciting to see. So York's always a really good time, but the best part about it, they call it a meet for a reason, because you're there to meet people. I was able to meet so many of you viewers, which was awesome. And I just feel so fortunate for that. So thank you for those of you that came up and said hello. I hope you had a safe trip home and enjoyed your time at York. Hopefully you found something that was on your list as well. Thank you all so much for watching. This is Chris from Chris's Trains and Things. We'll dive into these a little bit more in time, but tonight we're gonna sign off. So take care, everyone. Thanks.